Okay, hello, this is Dr. Janes, and today I'm going to talk about, let's zoom out a little bit. I'm going to talk about spot welding Rudolph. So what happened is that there's a, let's get the camera down here. This is one of those reindeers that it's like made from China or something, some metal thing, and it has these ears. But the problem is that the ears go into this little tab, which was welded. This is all steel, and it was welded right up here, and it has broken off in storage. And so fortunately for us, we have a spot welder from Harbor Freight, and we'll try to spot weld this little thingy back on. So we're going to try to use our spot welder here to spot weld this little metal thingy back on up here where it belongs. Okay. Okay, so the way the spot welder works is it plugs into the wall there, and then it's got some kind of clampy thing here, and you push that down and it will run a whole bunch of electricity through these big copper pincher things here. And what you want to do is you want to stick your steel parts in between those, and they have a lot higher resistance, so they'll get really hot and melt. But what you're going to have to do is probably, let's refocus. There's paint on these things, so we'll probably have to scrape off the paint so that the pinchers can run current through this metal piece. So we'll put the metal piece and sandwich it here back to where it's supposed to be, and then put the pinchers on either side of it and run lots of current through it, and that should weld it back together. Actually, here, I think it goes like that. And then the ears, see there's a little tabby thing here for the ears, you can plug it back in. So let's try scraping off some of the paint and see if we can make a good contact and try welding it with our Harbor Freight spot welder. Okay, so what I've done is I found myself a nice little pointy screw, and I just started scratching the back side of this and scratching it, scraping it, and the paint seems to be coming off okay. So we'll work on that for a little bit, and then we're going to have to work on the other part of the ears up here, the back side of this loop thing, so the spot welder has a place to grab on and run current through it. So we'll probably scratch back here on the back side of it and see if we can spot weld it together. Okay, so it's kind of hard to get the point on this back side of this, but you can kind of use this thing like a file, or even better yet, if you do have a file, right? You know, someone once told me anyone can do the job with the right tools. It takes an engineer to be able to do the job with the wrong tools. So here we are. Definitely the wrong tool for the job, but looks like it's working pretty good. Let's take a look at that. I'll go down here. And, okay. So you see it looks like the paint is scraped off pretty well in that region. And so we have paint scraped off on both sides, so I think we can arc weld it, or spot weld it now. So we'll get that set up. And we'll put one of the pinchers here where we scraped away the paint, and the other one, of course, on the other side of this thing. We'll see if we can't weld it back together. Okay? Okay, so I got the pinchers, I turn them on the side, and we got our part here, and we will try to get everything lined up in here. Make sure the pinchers are touching the bare parts of the metal on both sides, and we will try to hold it in place and pinch it down. clamped. And there we go. See some sparks coming out of it. We got the little trigger back here. And, oh. Okay. Try it again. Okay. And it looks like that time we're successful at welding it. Finally. Let's take a look at our weld. Okay. It's not super pretty, but looks like it finally worked. We melted the crap out of it that time. Okay, so let's see if we can plug the ears into it now. Okay, so here's our weld that we just did. And we can plug our ears into that. And look at that. Our reindeer is now fixed. The ears are pointing up. And thanks to our Harbor Freight spot welder over here, we have fixed our reindeer. So anyway, this is Dr. James, and thanks for watching.